Today's top picks from Reuters Breakingviews. Amazon's unhealthy investment habits. Samsung nibbles at Apple. And there's profit in propaganda at the China People's Daily. With me is Robert Cole. Three great stories, Robert. Let's start with Amazon. You say investors should be wary, but surely what Amazon is doing is playing a strategic long-term game.
I think it is. I think be careful to put this in the right context. I don't think we're saying that Amazon is unhealthy. No. We're saying that the valuation is unhealthy. And, here is a company which I have a fantastic amount of admiration for, and of course it's got to invest in its future. Yeah. And of course it's a kind of law of
more
physics.
Specifically, you're talking about returns on investment.
Yeah, right? and the laws of, simple economics mean that, returns on investment are probably going to come down as a company gets larger and larger. But the real fact here we're trying to point out is that here's Amazon trading on, 100 times earnings or something, and there's Apple, which, let's say they're both as brilliant as each other, trading on 10 or 15 times earnings. Sure. That's the warning. And, I suppose in the sense it's unhealthy in the sense that we can't help thinking that investors are actually going to wake up to this.
It's unhealthy because it's hard to justify this valuation. Yeah. I guess is the point.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Samsung. Record operating profit. It's Galaxy smartphones are outselling iPhones now?
Yeah, that's what we think.
It looks like it's going to get better. What's the point you're making with this one?
Well, I think two things. Firstly, I think Samsung is perhaps best known as a TVs company, right? Makes TVs, but it's quite clearly more of a smartphone company now than it is a TVs company, point one. Point two is that, we've touched on it before, but it's worth saying again in the context of these results that, it's taken the Japanese electronics business model and absolutely, taken it apart, and done it and put it back together in a much better form. And the third point is, everyone thinks of Apple as being this fantastic company, and of course it is. But Samsung,
it's very interesting.
I suppose the other thing is that everyone thinks of Apple as being sort of peerless as well. Yes. And I think what we're trying to say here is actually it has got a peer, and a pretty powerful one in Samsung.
It's very interesting actually when you think of brand Korea now. Hyundai the day before yesterday, great numbers. Samsung, great numbers. But do we automatically associate these brands with Korea? I mean, it's like Japan back in the 70s. Great brands. But, and this is a question I was asked yesterday from our colleagues in Asia. When you think Samsung, when you think Hyundai, do you think South Korea?
Not necessarily. Not sure what it matters. You know me, I'm a broad internationalist, and the nationality
I don't think it does matter. I don't think it does matter, but I just find that interesting.
One observation, though, I think that Korea is still in the emerging markets part of the MSCI index.
Is it?
And when you think, I think I'm right in saying that. And when you think of how developed Samsung is, you wonder whether Korea really belongs in that emerging market bucket when it should be in the developed market bucket.
Quick look at this People's Daily website. This is an interesting story.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, obviously, the interesting factoid here. It floated, valued higher than the New York Times.
It took off. It popped on
huge
flotation.
Surprises, though, really, right?
Why? If there's a surprise in the fact.
Huge readership.
No, hang on.
Huge readership among the political elite in China, right?
Hang on. Look, there's a 75% increase in the valuation of this company on its first day. If that doesn't point you to a surprise, then I don't know what does. The second point
I guess my point is that I'm not surprised it's happened in China, I guess, is my point.
I mean, it's a big newspaper. It's a profitable thing. What we're trying to say here is that, let's not underestimate the power of this business model, but let's sort of look at it and it's intriguing because, it's a powerful business model because it has government subsidies. Its propaganda means that it has, sort of an audience which is obliged to read it. It's advertisers like the fact that it has this access to the officials. It's not the kind of model that a Western media organisation would want to ape or could ape. but it's still a bit enviable.
Sure. OK, Robert, very good. Many thanks for that, Robert Cole. For more Agenda Setting Insight, watch our US Breaking Views show. That comes on every day at 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.